Hello, everybody. Many of you have no idea, I'm sure, who I am. My name is Roberta Williams, and to most people that my name wouldn't even be familiar to you at all. But if you're at all familiar with King's Quest, a game, computer game, King's Quest, Phantasmagoria, Lorabo mystery series, or even Sierra Online, the old past computer game company, then you may know who I am. I am actually a game designer, and I was the game designer for King's Quest and those Phantasmagoria and Lorabo and uh, Mixed Up Mother Goose and many others. But we sold our company over 25 years ago, and my husband and I were very retired and doing a lot of fun stuff uh, in our lives when COVID happened. And when COVID happened, we were kind of stuck at home, like many other people were, and became a little bored and needed a project, needed something to do. And we decided that we were going to get back into the biz and develop a game. And we talked about it, Ken and me, to say, well, what game should it be? And I suggested Colossal Cave, which in actuality is probably or arguably the first computer game ever in the world. And if not the oldest, or it's very close to the oldest. This is the game menu. This is very easy. So resuming means if you're not actually playing the game and you want to get back into the game, that would be resume. Saving, you can save all the time. You can save many games. Now, granted, you can only save 15 at a time. We have given space for 15 games to be saved, but you can go back and save over them. And you can save over them for as much as you want. So you could actually save, you'll always only have 15 games available, but if you're smart as to how you save your game, you will find that you will have many save games. Loading game is once you've saved a game and you want to go back into a game, or you're bringing up an old game, you're going back into a game, and you want to go to a particular saved game, you do load game. Help, if you need any kind of help or tips or advice or anything like that, you're stuck or don't understand something, there's help. And then quit, of course, you're done for the day. You don't want to play anymore. So that's just, I'm going to go into settings right now. This is where you can kind of make the game work for you. So there again, you have resume. You have controls, which is very important. So I'll just click on that but you still walk through this game. And if you want to go faster, you can just up it or slow down. And there are places where you want to go fast. And there are some places where it gets a little tricky in the cave where you might want to go a little slower. But right now, I'll put me at about there. Look speed. That gives you messages quicker. So we'll up that a little bit. I am playing this mouse only. So I'm going to go back. I'll go to graphics. Now here you can set your resolution. This is a resolution that I have. I am windowed. My frame rate is a little bit limited. I have enhanced graphics. So that is all good. I'm just going to apply. So let me go back to settings again. We also can set our sound. So we have 3 different sound settings. So we've got music. You can set this. This is pretty good right now. Sound effects are a separate sound. And speech is a separate sound also. We have a narrator who will lead you through the game and through the cave. And sometimes he's a little sarcastic. He kind of will talk to you, like, maybe you're not doing things right. But it's nice to have him because you don't feel alone. And I think all this is pretty. Well, maybe I'll up him just a little bit. There. Yeah, that's your test sound. We have subtitles. So we have, you can have subtitles or not. I'm going to have subtitles. So I'm going to check that box. That means that every time the narrator says something to you, you can read it at the bottom here. If you don't like that, if you don't want to have subtitles at the bottom, you don't have to. You can play the game, and when he talks, you don't see anything, but you better listen. But I like the subtitles. Now, the nice thing about the subtitles is that we have, how many languages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 13 languages. So now the languages. So if you don't speak English, you can still play this game. Now, that doesn't mean that the narrator is going to speak in any one of these languages. He doesn't. Unfortunately, he's stuck in English, and that's that. But the subtitles will be in English or French or Spanish, Italian, Dutch, not Deutsch. I guess that's German. Yeah, German, Polski. I guess that's Polish. This, I believe, is Russian, Portuguese, and I'm not sure what this one is. One of these is Japanese. One is Chinese. This might be Arabic, and I don't know. But anyway, if you understand one of these, you would know it right off the bat the minute you saw it. But I'll just stick with English. So I'll say yes. And although I could play it with Spanish, I am a Spanish speaker. And I think that's it. Did I see Spanish there? Yeah, Espanol. Okay, yes. Let's go back. And let's resume. Okay, now that's the whole setup for me. The final thing I'm going to say is it's the holidays, and I know that people will be thinking of gifts for their friends, their family. Everybody probably has a friend or a family member that loves to play games, and so Colossal Cave would be an excellent game for a person like that, especially if they maybe have been thinking they'd like to play a game that's a little slower paced, where they could just kind of immerse themselves into a very exploratory, solitary game, and it just be you and the experience you're having. This is something you should think about. Our game is sold wherever computer games and video games are sold. Besides 13 languages, we have 21 different platforms that this game can be played on. From here, like this is Steam desktop with a monitor and a mouse, very simple. We have VR, fully VR games, Quest 3, Quest 2, even Apple Pro Vision, or is it Vision Pro? One of the two. And Steam also has VR games. It's on all of them, with the headset, fully immersed in VR. It's beautiful in VR, I have to tell you. But also iOS, that's your iPhone or your tablet or your iPod, Android, Nintendo, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, so many others. I'm sure there's more. There's ones I'm forgetting, but probably however way you play a game, you could find Colossal Cave on it. And one of the easiest ways is just go to Steam. We're there, um, and just look for wherever you would normally find your computer game. You'll find Colossal Cave. But anyway, let's get started. So we are standing at the end of the road, and before us is a small brick building, and there is a stream that is tumbling down. It's coming through the building and down, down, down the hill. So now what I'm going to show you here with the mouse is the right mouse button goes through just a couple of cursors, and that's so easy. This is an eye, this means look. This will tell you all descriptions of anything you want to know. What is this? What is this? What is that? Or where you are at. So I have the eyeball. I can look up in the sky or anywhere that's not at anything specific. And click.
You're at the end of the road
Press
again.
the left mouse button, and you notice he told me I'm at the end of the road. If I want to know what this little building is, I put the eyeball there, click the left mouse button.
You are standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. A small stream flows out of the building and down a gully.
So that gives you a little bit more information. I could just walk around here, and I'm moving pretty fast because I did up the speed. There may be places I'll slow down a little bit. So this is the end. The end of the road is down there, but I'm blocked here. I don't know. You could ask yourself, how did I get here? Well, that's the secret of this game. How did I get here? But right now, and like I said, you could even, explore around. Look at your view out here. We're obviously, in some woods, mountains. It's a kind of beautiful, meadowy kind of little place. But let's go in. Let's go in here. Now, feet mean you can move. You got your feet cursor, and you press and hold down your left mouse button. And just turn your mouse to turn yourself around. And that's how you walk. Now here's an eye. That's going to say, what is this?
The door is
The
closed.
door is closed. Okay. Maybe I want to open the door. So you do the action, which is hand. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. You don't have to, really think too much about how to do this interface. I'm inside the building. I can look around. See what you can see. Now, you notice there are items here, and there's like a sort of flashing, I guess you might say, on these things. Well, this is a part of the interface. This tells you these are objects you can get. So let's go a little closer. And if we don't know what this is, I think we can tell what it is.
There is a shiny brass lamp nearby.
Now, before I get this, I'm going to show you how to get to what you call your inventory, which is where you store your stuff. So when you pick up something, you have to store it. Maybe it's in your knapsack or whatever it is, but you have to carry some things around. On your mouse, there's usually a little wheel at the top of it, and all you do is press on it, like I just did. And this is your inventory screen. Now this is for Steam, your desktop, your PC version. This is what the inventory looks like. In VR, the inventory screen looks different, and the interface is a little different too, but it's still just as easy, just in a different way. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can only carry 7 inventory objects at a time, but you can get a lot of inventory objects in this game. So this game does require inventory management, which is part of the game, part of the strategy, as to which inventory objects do you think you need at any point and where you're going and what your strategy of playing the game is. And there's more than one strategy to playing this game. There's at least 3 different strategies to play this game. All unique and all different. So this game is very, very replayable. In fact, it is replayable. You have to replay it several times to get it. Maybe not all the way through the game, but to understand how the strategy is beginning to work itself out. Here, up here, this is a map. This is saying the open forest. This is where you are right now. This is the beginning of the game. And there are, I don't remember how many regions or areas in this game, but quite a few. And as you enter into the next area or region of this game, you'll get a new map, but it will be essentially blank. As you go through it, it will show you where you are. This is me right now. I'm actually inside the little building. We just put that as a little image there. But I'm inside the little building here. I did go up here and then came back down. But as I go through, as I discover things, it's going to pop up on this map. If I see any objects I can get, it will pop up on this map. And I can drop objects anywhere that I am carrying. And if I do that, it will show up on the map. So if you forget where you dropped something, you can just go back to your various maps and there it is. So, but right now we don't have any other maps. So we have this one, but that's, go back to resume. That's how that works. Okay, so I'm going to get these, start playing the game.
There is food here.
And what's this?
There are some keys on the ground here.
Okay, now I happen to know that that's all you can get in this building. But okay, let's leave this building. We're tired of it. Okay, let's just start exploring where we are. And obviously there's a cave somewhere, isn't there? So we need to go find it. Okay. Where is this?
The stream tumbles along a rocky bed.
Okay. And you know, with your mouse you can explore but I'm just going to go straight to where we need to go. I could walk in the water. But, you know, I got my feet wet. I keep hearing an owl. Oh. I'm about ready to go in. There's an owl. Well, and I look at him.
A large owl seems to be watching you.
I can't get him or anything, so he's just there as kind of he's just watching over you, making sure you're going to be okay. But what is it? What do we have going on here? We kind of went down a little bowl. Let's do an eye. Let's do a description.
You're in a 20-foot depression floored with bare dirt. Set into the dirt is a strong steel grate mounted in concrete. A dry stream bed leads into the depression.
Yeah, what happened to that stream anyway?
At your feet, all the water of the stream splashes into a 2-inch slit in the rock. Further on, the stream bed is bare rock.
So that's what happened to them. Okay. At least there's an explanation. Now let's take a look at this. So.
The grate is locked.
Okay, so we know it's a grate. And if I try to open it, remember, a hand is just action.
You can't go through a locked steel grate.
No, probably not. What may we have in our inventory that might help? So remember, with the mouse, just press on the wheel.
Bottle.
Oh,
Set of
we have
keys.
Set of keys. Okay. what do I do? Now I want to show you how you can drop items. So it just drops, you know, and I can walk away. Maybe like I could walk away over here somewhere. And I'm gonna go back in my inventory. I'm gonna open up my map. There you go. There's the keys. I just dropped them. So if I walk away and leave them there, they will always be there until I come back and get them. This is very important to know. But right now, I'm not going to do that. So I'll go back down. Let me get the keys. Get the keys with my hand. Now I go back.
Set of keys.
Now what do I want to do? Well, I guess I'll use them. But now I say, where do I want to use them? See, if I try to use them over here.
There's nothing to do with it here.
See, no.
That won't work here.
No.
That is useless right now.
No, that doesn't work.
There's no use for that here.
Okay. Oh, but notice it highlights. That's telling me that's probably where. Okay, so click on it.
You have unlocked the grate.
So now where's my key? Once you've used an inventory object successfully, it will automatically go back into your inventory, so you don't have to worry about that. But if, like I said, if you don't want it anymore for whatever reason, you can always drop it and walk away. You can always come back and get it again, but that's the way to do that. All right, let's go see where we're at and what's going on here.
The grate is unlocked.
Now we know it's unlocked. Now we use the hand, remember, for action. Aha. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Oop. Oh, I meant to do the eye. The narrator will say there's a cave here.
You're in a small chamber beneath a 3x3 steel grate to the surface. A low crawl over cobbles leads inwards to the west.
So there we could see the top there. Well, if I had done it right, we would have seen the top of the ladder. Now what's up there?
The open forest is above you.
That's where we came from. Okay. See, your cursors will light up around an area where you could do something. So that gives you another clue. Because there's so many things you could possibly try to click on, and you know, what is this? What is this? What is that? But if you're not getting any highlighting with the eye, or especially the hand, or even with your inventory objects, as you saw with the set of keys, then don't bother. Just look for its areas where it highlights. So I'm gonna see, what is this?
Strange. Looks like others have been here before you.
Maybe I do a hand?
There's nothing there but stinky trash.
Okay, so that's not interesting. However, there is something about the trash can, and you might find a few others along the way. Might give you some clues as to what might be going on here. Okay, we go further into the cave here. Now, it's going to start getting dark because you're going into a cave. Remember that. So
nothing happens.
It's getting darker. Now, at some point, it's going to get so dark you can't see. And when that happens, it's very dangerous. And you will die if you don't get light. Well, we do happen to have light. We think we have light.
Brass lantern.
Let's click on it to get it. Oh, now we have a new message here that wasn't here before.
The lantern is now lit.
See, now
brass
there it is.
Lantern.
You've changed positions.
Brass lantern.
But look at the difference. I mean, it's still dark. It's still a cave, but you can see a whole lot better. And you absolutely need the lamp throughout the entire game because you are in a cave. Although sometimes it won't seem like it. So it gets a little mazy like in this area, but it's very simple. It's actually a very simple maze, so it won't take you long to get through it. But I'm just going to play the game, and you're going to start seeing the things that you need to do, at least at the beginning. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Where am I?
You are crawling over cobbles in a low passage.
Oh, I just saw something blink there, the light. What is that? As I told you, if you see that kind of thing, that tells you it's an object you can get. So what is it? Well, I click.
There is a small wicker cage discarded nearby.
A small wicker cage. Get hand. I just use the right mouse button to click over to that. Left mouse button to get. And there it is.
Wicker cage.
I only have 2 more slots.
Wicker cage.
You have to keep that in mind. And
You're crawling
you know,
in a low
these-
passage.
again, we didn't have a message for everything because there's so many things. And having too many messages will not help you in your gameplay. You may want to hear them, but they're not really, too many will just get confusing. Here's interesting sounds. Well, I happen to know that we want to go this direction. We're in a new place.
You are in a debris room filled with stuff washed in from the surface. A low, wide passage with cobbles becomes plugged with mud and debris here, but an awkward canyon leads upward and west.
Okay, so we're in a debris-filled room, but it looks like the direction I want to continue to go is west. This is something that I didn't mention to you. If you look up at the very top of your play screen, you'll see a revolving or turning set of directions. Northwest, and and I can't get my cursor on it personally, but you can see it. It's always there, the top of your graphic here. North, northeast, east, as I'm turning around in the cave, southeast.
You're in a room filled with debris. An awkward canyon leads to the
Now,
west.
where's the west? See, I'm moving over to the west. So that's west. So I know that an awkward canyon leads over this direction. But what's this I see here? Get a little closer. Does that look familiar? I don't know if you can. I have that on my Xyzzy. There's also another word here, blue, which we'll come to later. But it's obviously something real important, and it's actually a very famous magical word. Many people in the industry will know what this means. So, but we don't know yet. So, let's look at it.
It says Xyzzy.
Oh, something went up. You notice the stars? That's what happens when you get, as you notice, getting the keys and the lantern. This set of stars going up. That told you that you got an inventory object. Did I somehow get this? Let's go back.
Wicker.
No, not
Take
there.
more.
Oh, look here.
Xyzzy. Xyzzy.
This was just a blank sheet of paper.
Xyzzy.
But now we have this.
Xyzzy.
And that's how you pronounce it, Xyzzy. So what does that mean?
Xyzzy.
Should we click on it?
Xyzzy.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, click on it. Now I've got it. Now I can put it back.
Xyzzy.
If I went,
Xyzzy.
No, I don't want to use it right now. Okay, let's put it back. You can put
Xyzzy.
it back.
Xyzzy.
But should I do it? Let's do it. Now you notice this came up. So let's say Xyzzy.
Xyzzy. You feel a strange pulling sensation. You're back in the wellhouse.
Yep, I'm back in the wellhouse. Now, if I leave, I can always go back and go down into the grate. It's open. I left it open. Although I can close it from the bottom. I can if I want to. But I didn't. Oh, excuse me. My my ear bud fell out. Let me fix it. Okay. Gotta not mess with my hair. Okay. I could, but I don't, you know, it's kind of the long way around, but I'll show you the short way back. But right now, let's go back here. I'm gonna get Xyzzy.
Xyzzy.
Say it again.
Xyzzy. There's no use for that here.
Nothing happened. Let's go back in. Let's try it in here. Okay.
Xyzzy.
Maybe here. Let's see.
Xyzzy.
Aha.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Okay, so that tells me that this magic word will take me from the inside the cave to
You find yourself in the debris room.
the little building. And when you're in the little building and you do it again, Xyzzy, it takes you right back to where you were. So that tells you something that you want to keep in mind. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Getting lost. Let's go this way. Looks like this might be a direction to go. Something's blinking down there. And we know what that is. What does that mean? That means we can get that thing. What is it?
A 3-foot black rod with a rusty star on an end lies nearby.
Well, I think I probably want a 3-foot iron rod, so get it. Check my inventory out. There it is.
Black rod.
Okay, I only got one slot left. Oh, also, I should show you. I should go back.
Wicker cage.
See, I have my next map. I'll go back here. That's where I started. Go over here. Now I'm in the upper cave here. And I'm in the debris room. Okay. It's just full of debris, and I'm just hitting it with my feet. Okay. So I'm going west. Notice up at the top compass. That's what we would call it, a compass. I'm going west, as I was told. Now, here's a place where I want to be very careful. And I might want to go slower here. So I might want to slow down. So let's see. Whoa, what was that? I think that was a bat. I don't want them hitting me. Getting into my hair. It'd be kind of interesting to see what's down there. Looks pretty dangerous. See where I am.
You're in an awkward, sloping east-west canyon.
Yeah, so you see it's west this way. And if I turn around the other way, I'm kind of back to east. And we've got these bats flying around. Okay, I can fall over this. I can be resurrected by the game, but I don't want to do that right now. So let's just kind of go a little slower so we don't accidentally fall down. Once you get good with the game here, you can just run along here. But we just want to be very careful. Take a step, one step. Very careful steps. that's a nasty fall. That's very nasty fall. Now I can speed up here. Go a little faster. Go a little faster there.
A cheerful little bird is sitting here singing.
Okay. Let's...
The bird was unafraid when you entered, but as you approach, it becomes disturbed.
Now, one thing I do want to point out to you is you get points in this game. I forgot to mention that. But you see where the compass is at the very top, over on the upper left corner of your screen, you'll see 2 numbers. The second number is a 350. That is the maximum points you can get in this game, part of the strategy of playing this. And you don't have to do this. You don't, and feel satisfied with the game. But if you want to, you can play the game in a certain way, and it is a certain way, in order to get 350 points. That's the ultimate goal, if you can do it. And it's not easy, but that's the, some people just want to play this game and just explore the cave and find, all the things, and you see what they can see, and find out where's the exit. Where's the exit to this game? Because there's a different exit than where you came in, and that's one of the things you want to find is that exit. They just want to do that and get treasure and find things and discover things and gain points and things like that. But playing the game that way, you will never get 350 points. Playing it to get 350 points is completely different way to play this game. But there's no way you can do it without playing the game in its entirety in the way I just explained, which is in the explorative way, taking your time, going and getting everything, trying to see everything, trying to do everything. That way, you play it that way, you will get to the end of the game. You will see where the exit is and what this was all really about. But you won't have 350 points. If 350 points is important to you, after playing the game the way I just explained, you would, to play this game properly, you kind of want to take some notes. And it wouldn't hurt to go on the internet. You can find maps of this game. And I have the maps broken down into sections here, but you can find an entire map on the internet where you can look at it, in like one page even, in its entirety, and use that. You can figure out your strategy on how you want to play the game and get your 350 points. That's the ultimate. But I'm not going to do that this time. We're just walking through the game. So we have a bird who's flying around up here. I try to look at him.
You're in a... The bird was unafraid when you entered, but as you approach, it becomes disturbed.
Maybe of my hand? Could I get it?
There's nothing to do with it. The little bird won't let you near it.
No, I don't think I can't. There's no way he's not going to let me near it. And he's just going to stay up there as long as I'm in here. So how am I ever... You have a feeling you're probably going to be able to get the bird. Because, why? Because...
Brass land...
Because
wicker
I have
cage.
a wicker cage.
Black rod.
So that's a
Wicker
pretty good
cage.
indication, I would say. Let's try to use it with him. Maybe...
The little bird won't let you near it.
No.
The little bird won't... If you would like to catch the bird, I can give you a hint, but it will cost you 2 points.
Notice right now,
Touch the glowing
up in
bird
the upper
if you would like the
left-hand
hint.
corner,
But hurry
I
before
have
the glow
32
disappears.
out of 350. But I'm going to get a hint. I have to touch the bird quickly.
Something seems to be frightening the bird just now, and you cannot catch it no matter what you try. Perhaps you might try later.
So basically, that's the hint. and I just lost 2 points. Notice I'm now down to 30 out of 350. But I wanted a hint, so I had to pay for it, and that is, I lost 2 points. But I wanted to show you, and the game is full of hints. So as you go through it, you're going to find other places where there are hints, and you'll, if you really want the hint, it might really help you, but you'll lose some points, which means that's going to definitely jeopardize your ever getting 350 points. But it's there for you. I will tell you now, this is what you want to do here.
Set a bottle of black
And
rod.
this is, if you don't want to know, you might want
Bottle of
to
water.
turn me off now. But
Black
here we
rod.
go. Take the rod.
Dropping things you're carrying requires a nice, wide, flat
Something's
place
in
to
my
put
way
them.
here to drop. So let me get out of the way. Right here. Let's go there again.
Bottle of water. Wicker
No,
cage.
this.
Black rod.
Black rod. Okay. Now I dropped it, and there's the bird. Is he going to fly away again? I'm going to go near him. He's not. Something seemed to be frightening the bird. Well, it wasn't you, as it turns out. It was the black rod. So something about the black rod that the bird does not like. But there he is, and I can try different things. I could try to feed him. I could try to catch him.
Wicker cage. Bottle of water. Tasty
try
food.
to feed him.
Bottle. Tasty
But
food.
I think we
Wicker
know
cage.
it's probably the wicker cage. Again, remember how it highlights objects when you can use them somewhere.
You have captured the bird. Little bird in a cage.
There he is. So, okay, so we did that. Now, let me go to the maps. Oops, that's not how to do it. I'm sorry.
Little bird in a cage.
So there we are. We got the green, and there's the black rod. And if I walk away and go somewhere else, it will remain there. It will be there forever till you either not ever use it, not come back again, or come back and get it. So that's kind of handy. But right now, I want to take it back. And I
Black
still
rod.
have one slot left. Let's get a little description of this room that we're in. We never did that.
You're in a splendid chamber. You're in a splendid chamber. The walls, frozen rivers of orange stone. An awkward canyon and a good passage exit from the east and west sides of this chamber.
What's that?
Beady eyes are watching you.
Okay. Well, let's move on. As you enter into new areas
At
or
your
regions,
feet is a small pit breathing traces of
you do
mist.
have to.
A white mist, usually
Pause a
water, seen from time to time in caverns. It can be found anywhere, but is frequently a sign of a deep pit leading down to water.
Okay, so we've got water vapor and mist coming up here. Now this we got to be careful too. We don't want to fall. We fall from up here, and that's probably gonna do you in. So you want to be a little careful. Just go down the steps. Being very careful. We came from up there.
You're at the east end of a vast hall stretching out of sight to the west.
That's through the doorway.
There are openings to either side. To the north, a cold wind blows up from a wide stone staircase leading downward. The hall is filled with wisps of white mist swaying to and fro, almost as if alive. Rough stone steps go upward behind you, and an upward scramble to the south leads to a chamber.
That's the chamber he just mentioned. So we're in I think it's the east side of the hollow mist. Let's see. Let's do that again.
You're in the east end of the Hall
Yeah,
of
east
Mists.
end of the Hall
A
of
wide
Mists.
staircase goes downward, and rough stone steps lead upward. There is a chamber to the south.
Now we're going south. You look up at the compass there, you see, that's the chamber to the south. That way you always know where you are in a cave. Because a cave, you know, you have no sense of direction. So you always need a compass. And that's our compass. We go up. Here's, besides the bird, here is another occupant of the cave. But what kind of occupant is he or she? No, it's a he. It looks like a beard.
A dwarf is hard at work in there.
A dwarf.
It wouldn't be smart to pester a dwarf swinging a pickaxe.
No, that may be true. Oh, he hasn't noticed me yet.
It wouldn't be smart to pester a dwarf swinging a pickaxe.
Okay, maybe I can go over here and he might not notice me. Maybe. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he just noticed me. Is he gonna come after me? Ah, he's a coward. Coward. He poofed away. All right, where are we though? So that's where you do your eye, and if you look around anywhere, you get the description of where you are.
You're in a low room. Veins of gold cover the walls.
And that, I'm assuming, is gold?
There is a large, sparkling nugget of gold here.
And just by looking at it, if you heard that little ding, I just got some extra points by locating an object of treasure. Every time you locate an object of treasure, you don't necessarily have to get it, but you have to locate it. That's a key element of this game. And so that gave me 2 points back. Because remember, I was down to 30, and now I'm up to 32. So just noticing and locating by looking at it gave me 2 points back. It also does something else in the game, but that's for people to figure out. Let's get it though. I've got it. There it is.
Large gold nugget.
But now I have no other places to put
bottle. Taste. Set of black rock. Little bird in a cage.
So right now I don't know. I'm just going to carry around what I've got. Okay, you won't get it up the steps. What does that mean? Interesting. What does that mean? Let's go back where we know there are some steps. There's steps. Let's see. Let's try.
Those steps are unclimbable while carrying that heavy gold nugget.
Okay. There's one of our first puzzles now. I can't get back up where I was.
Large gold nugget.
So I will tell you right now, the best thing to do, and this is what I always do, is I drop it right here. And I leave it. But I know where it is because here I am, the green outline. There's a gold nugget. So if I forget where I put it, I go back through my maps and see that it's there. But this is the beginning of your inventory management. You have to begin to decide
little bird in a cage.
What to keep and what to get rid of, what to drop, what to come back and get.
Little bird, black rod.
Very important. And I think I'm going to save the game at this point. So, no, that's not. Okay.
Black rod.
Oh, save game. Now I don't have any. All the game save games are empty, so I can just start. So I just saved my game there. Here, we'll go back to load game, and you can see it. It's there, and it says Hall of Mists, and it gives me the date and the time. So go back to resume. So that's my first save game. Let's carry on. So I know I'm at the east side of the Hall of Mists.
A little dwarf. Watch out!
Uh-oh. Oh, he missed. Well, but good for me. So I think I might need this. In fact, I know I'm going to need this.
There is a little axe here.
So I better take it. Because that little dwarf, you find out the little dwarves are not that nice. So let's...
You're in the east end of the Hall of Mists. A wide staircase goes downward,
there.
and rough stone steps lead upward. There is a chamber to the south.
The chamber to the south was where we were with the gold nugget. So there's the dwarf's axe that I just got. So, but what I'm going to do right now is go over here. Now there's something going on over here. And you can hear water running, which is kind of a clue as to where you may be in the cave. And one of the things you eventually can figure out is how this cave is actually on different levels. It actually is a level game, just not in the same way. You might say it's the first of the level games, but it is on different levels. Like I think like 3 or 4 different levels, where things are above other things, and as you kind of figure out where you are, you begin to see where this is above something else that you'll eventually come to. But there is running water down there.
You're on the east bank of a fissure slicing clear across the hole. The mist is quite thick here, and the fissure is too wide to jump.
So the fissure, it looks like this is going to stop me right here. Unless, yeah, I come over here, and it's the same. It's just that big fissure, running water down there. Always keep track of your compass up there. If I look back where I came from over there, let's go up here. Don't go all the way. Don't fall. And look at these.
Beautiful crystals light this murky place.
Yeah, beautiful crystals. And then there's some crystals on the other side. Nothing there.
There must be a way to cross this fissure.
There must be a way.
You think about leaping across the fissure, and quickly realize that you'd rather not risk falling.
I don't think I can leap that far. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to tell you what to do.
Dwarf's black rod.
Now notice, I could just take it all around, nothing happens. But when I come over here, it lights up. That's kind of a clue. So let's go ahead and click it. Maybe click it over there.
A crystal bridge spans the fissure.
Now I'm going to give away another secret right now. Is you don't need the black rod anymore. So we're just going to go ahead and drop it. And it'll stay right there. But that frees up another spot in our inventory, which is a good thing. So do we want to cross this bridge? Why not? Oh, we made it to the other side. Where are we? Just I anywhere will give you a description where you are.
You're on the west side of the fissure in the Hall of Mists.
If you heard that, that was Ken.
Hi.
He says hi. Okay, we're on the west side of the Hall of Mist. Anything else?
You're on the west side of the
On
fissure.
the west side of the fissure. Okay, what else? Oh, it's highlighting. That means there's something specific down here. Okay.
This seems to be a place of diamond activity.
Huh. Maybe over here?
This seems to be a place of diamond activity.
Well, maybe get a little closer. Now, I will give another little clue here. You don't want to get too close to him. You see there's action going on down there. Because he will, like many of these cowardly dwarfs, he'll just jump and poop out of the way. Let's get a little closer. We can see. What is he doing? What is he doing?
The dwarves weigh their diamonds here.
Huh. Oh, I guess he's checking out his diamonds or whatever he's doing. Okay, well, he is a dwarf, and they're miners. We all know that.
You're at the west end of the Hall of Mists. A low, wide crawl continues west, and another to the north. To the south, you spy a little passage up off the floor.
Okay, well, should we go up and try to talk to him, or let's go?
That won't work here.
Ah, he noticed you. Okay. I don't think they ever really want to talk to you. But what do we have here?
There are diamonds here.
Now notice that little sound, and that just gave us some points for locating this is another treasure. That just gave you points. And why don't we go ahead and take the diamonds. Now let's check our... Now we're all full again. We're all
Dwarfs,
full again.
tasty food.
But we do have a treasure
Several
here.
diamonds.
This is our first treasure. And, we can just kind of explore around here.
Sparkling diamonds festoon this hollow recess.
Maybe try to get some diamonds?
You can't pry diamonds out with your bare hands.
I guess not. I do have an axe. I don't think the axe will have.
Dwarf's axe.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Let's get it. Maybe.
Nothing happens.
No, the axe isn't going to help.
There's nothing to do with it here.
Okay. Let's go back over this crystal bridge. And we're just going to keep our black rod there.
You're at the east end of a vast hall stretching out of sight to the west. There are openings to either side. Several diamonds. Dwarf's axe.
I'm just going to kind of keep the axe available. So you notice... Oh, now it did. Come on.
Dwarf's axe.
See, once I have it like that, I can cycle through it and get my axe at a second's notice. So that unless I actively put it away, if I keep it in use, I can get to it very quickly. So I'm going to just do that. But let's go down. We have a set of stairs here.
Wide stone steps lead downward.
I always like to know where I am at each place.
In the gloom, you can discern a mysterious hall, seemingly wrought by ancient hands.
Still have that? Okay. Go down again. Yep.
You're in the hole of the Mountain King, with passages off in 5 directions. A huge green fierce snake bars the way.
Ah. So...
A huge green fierce snake bars the way. Attacking the snake won't work, and is very dangerous.
Okay, so maybe I'll put away the axe
Dwarf's
for right
axe.
now. Okay. How about just with...
It would be dangerous to try and catch the snake.
Can I go past him? No. Oh, see that thing with blinking back there? That's something else I can get. But I can't get there. Well, let's go back and explore a little more. Oh, I see something else blinking in the distance. Oh. Okay.
You're in the hole of the Mountain
something
King,
there,
with
I can
passages
get
off in 5
something there,
directions.
too. I don't know, maybe he's
tasty food.
Maybe he's hungry.
Here in 2 hours.
That won't work with the snake.
Okay. That won't work with the snake. He's not hungry.
Little bird.
Okay.
Dwarf's axe.
All right, let's get rid of the snake. Here's what we do.
Little bird in a
See
cage.
the little bird? Okay. Let's say we can either drop him here or use. It works either way. But let's say drop.
Dropping things you're carrying requires a nice little bird in a cage.
Let's use him.
That is useless right now. The little bird attacks the green snake, and in an astounding flurry, drives the snake away.
Okay, and we have
There is a small wicker cage discarded nearby.
here, but we don't need to pick it up again. We won't use
Brass,
it for anything else.
tasty food.
So it's another object we can leave
Several
behind.
diamonds.
So we now have another empty spot. Okay. I can go in here and see where am I?
You're in the west side chamber of the Hole of the Mountain King. A passage continues west and up here.
So west is that way. But what do we have here?
There are rare coins here.
Okay, notice that little sound? And we've got some more points. Just for noticing that treasure. You can go ahead and get it. Okay. And now we have 2 treasures.
Several diamonds.
Okay. I'm only going to play a little longer, but I'll do one more place I want to go.
You're in a secret canyon which runs east and west. It crosses over a very tight canyon 15 feet below. If you go down, you may not be able to get back up. You're in a secret canyon which runs east and west. It
So
crosses
we don't
over a
wanna
very
go
tight canyon
over the
15
edge
feet below.
here. Now I hear something. I was right at the very edge here. I almost killed myself. I was very close. I shouldn't have done that. Looks like another little dwarf down there.
An immense passage looms to the west. How curious. Seems to be an ancient carving of a dragon. The wide steps are blocked by a mass of boulders. You're in a secret east-west canyon above a tight canyon below. Watch out! A huge dragon snoozes atop a beautiful Persian rug.
Okay, let's save.
Several diamonds.
Okay.
Several diamonds.
Save. Save right here.
The dragon is sprawled out on a Persian rug.
Maybe if we sneak in a little slow.
A huge, green, fierce dragon bars the way. There's no use for that here. A huge, green, fierce dragon bars the way. Dwarf's axe. The little axe bounces harmlessly off the dragon's thick scales. Set of keys.
Well, let's see.
Bottle of
You want treasure?
several diamonds. The dragon doesn't seem to be interested in that. Attack a dragon with your bare hands. Someone reckless would try that.
Well, okay. I'm going to stop here. So I'm going to save my game. I'll go next to here. And then I'm going to go ahead and quit. All right, so game is over. Right now, I scored 61 points out of a possible 350 using 161 turns. So right now, my score qualifies me as a novice class adventurer. But if I want the next higher rating, I need 40 more points. So I can load the game and go back into it. I could exit the game, get a new game, brand new game. But I'm going to go ahead and exit the game. And we are done. And I want to wish everybody happy holidays. And I hope you enjoyed this little adventure with me. It'd be nice if you know of any friends, family members that might be interested in this game. Colossal Cave, you can buy it wherever computer games and video games are sold. It's very easy to find it. Colossal Cave. Thank you very much.